And we are live. Good morning, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Welcome,
Good
everyone.
morning.
I'm Donna, your host, and excited to have you here today for another of our episode of multilingual, multicultural about how to master your digital business. And today's topic is very close to our hearts, one of our favorite, the power of community, right? So think of it. If you ever try to do something big or even small on your own, how much easier it would have been if you have someone to support you, to mentor you, or a whole group of people who, like-minded people who want to do the same thing, right? And I think in this day and age, being an entrepreneur is very can be very lonely, right? And but I think it's more than having a great business model. If you have the right people to support you on the best days and on the worst days, then it's so much more easier and so much more fun. I think every day seems like you are not just working; you are also enjoying what you do, right? So today we're going to talk about community, mentorship, collaboration, and all these game changers in our businesses. And let's go and jump into some introductions here. I think everyone been here before, but for those people who are maybe new watching us for the first time, welcome. Put in comments where you are watching us from, and if you have any questions, we'll definitely can answer them even live. So, Vaida, do you want to introduce yourself also?
Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are watching us from. My name is Vida, coming from Ghana, currently in the US for more than 10 years. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, nurse, and proud digital business owner. Me nuanom adɔfo baabi a wɔ bi a wotie me mede divider a mefiri Ghana sɛ sɛ mewɔ US me ne me kunu ne me mma mmiɛnsa na ɛwɔ ha. Meyɛ nurse a meyɛ digital business owner. Wohwehwɛ biribi sɛ womfa nka wɔ adwuma mu a bra ha na bɛdwane yɛ. Meda wo ase. Back to you, Zana. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaida. Kim, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. My name is Kim, and I am originally from Vietnam. Currently, I live in Canada for over 40 years with my husband and my daughter. I'm an IT professional full time, but I also do this digital business as a part time job. So, hello mọi người, mình tên là Kim, mình đang sinh sống ở Canada cùng chồng và một con gái trên 40 năm rồi. Công việc chính của mình là làm trong lĩnh vực IT, nhưng mà bây giờ mình cũng đang sở hữu một cái kinh doanh số cho riêng bản thân mình. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Rita, going all the way to Spain. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you so much for always having me on your live stream. Well, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Pues, buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas noches, de donde nos estén viendo. Yo soy Rita, soy nigeriana, una agente telefónica para Banco Santander. Vivo en España. Soy una madre a una niña preciosa y soy una emprendedora online orgullosa, orgullosa, orgullosa. Obava bota bobe ken wariri aje iwa oni hamu wa ami je me no ko no bia ne khere o we do me hin we do pataki me hin obava ken wariri aje iwa we ni hamu wa we e telephone banking agent me hin. A business in Nimeuna is a thing combined with Winamenu. Back to you, Miss Dana. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rita. Michael, good morning.
Yes,
Good to
good
see you.
morning. Thank you, Dana, for having me once again. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. So, my name is Michael. I'm originally from Cebu, Philippines. So, I call Edmonton, Canada home now. A child of God, a public servant. Of course, I'm a proud digital business owner. So sa mga Bisaya nga nagtanaw karon, so welcome again sa another live stream, and then we are sharing this business kay we want you to also look into this one para makat-on mo unsaon pag start sa inyong digital business ug na dili mo mag-inusara, because ang topic karon is about the community nga mag-support jud nimo once you decided nga mag-start sa inyong online business. So welcome, and back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Micah. And last but not least, Janetta, good to see you back. Good morning. I
Thank
hope
you.
Texas is warmer than here.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Janetta McNeil, coming to you from San Antonio, Texas. I'm originally from South Africa, a registered nurse working as a caregiver. Goeiemorgen, goeienaand, goeiemiddag. Mijn naam is Janetta McNeil, oorspronkelijk van Zuid-Afrika. Molenikai, Ninjani, Sikona, Mina, I'm like this. And this morning, I'm just coming to introduce myself to you. I am an online business owner. Ik werk online. Ik heb nooit geweten dat ik dit gaan doen nie, maar hier is ik. I am 78 years working online, something that I've never thought I will be able to do. But I'm here, and I'm here to learn more from these ladies working with me, and we are striving to build something big online. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Janetta. Thank you, everyone, and welcome again. And for those watching us, if you don't learn anything else from today's session or from these sessions, at least listening to all these languages. I don't know about you, but I love, hearing all the different accents and the different, pitch of the voices and speaking. So, really love. The fact that we are so multicultural, and we are trying to come here every Saturday to share a bit with you, what this business is about, but also to see how global we are and how, regardless of your background, you can do this business and how we are all doing it. And we try to, speak it on our own mother tongue language also, because it's sometimes it's easier if you to connect to someone when maybe speaks the same language when you're born with, right? And what this business is about, well, it's like I keep saying, an online franchise, right? Where we have this proven digital system that it comes with everything you need, from the training, the automated systems, the community, you have your own mentor. So it comes with everything, but you still own your own business. So you decide on how really you run your day-by-day business, how much time, how much money you invest. We have a very flexible, starting package, because it's a business, right? So of course there is some investment, but we have flexibility depending on your, financial situation, and we have financial aids, helps for those who wants to start the business and maybe don't have, enough funds initially. Depending on where you are in the world, there are different ways that you can start the business. So it's not, you don't need prior experience, you don't need, any to have any knowledge, you don't need to have a lot of money or a lot of time. If you have the right mindset, if you want to make a change in your life, and you want to do it online, then this is something you should definitely check. And today we'll talk about, maybe not so much about the tools and the strategies for the business, but we'll talk about one, as I mentioned, one of our favorite topics, the community, because the strategies, the system, all those are great and are amazing, and they come with the business. But the fact that you have, a mentor, a coach, and the whole community who's there to support you day by day, it's what can make or break your digital journey. And maybe let's start with the with the beginning. How being part of this community helped you in your business? And Janetta, maybe I'll start with you. How this impacted your business? Tell us about your experience.
Thank you so much, Donna. I really appreciate the opportunity to come and share with our audience the importance of a community and how valuable a community can be. For myself, when I started this business, and when I watched, after I watched the video, the workshop, and I've been added to the community, it really makes me feel like I am part of people who have the same goal. Because if I was alone, I wouldn't have done this business because I tried it before. But because I went in and there was nobody around me to help me navigate this new business that I started, I dropped out because I couldn't do it on my own. But when I came into this business and the people around you with the same mindset and goal, that really helped me to stick with it. So what I found in this business is the support and encouragement. Just the knowledge that you are not alone, that you have people around you, they are new, but because you can stick together and you can learn together, it really helps you and it keeps you motivated. So that really helps me to continue. And you know, when you hear what other people are going through, it helps you to keep on being consistent because you're not alone on this journey and you're not going through one thing alone. A lot of people are going through the same thing. But because you have the people around you who support you, that really helps you. And the knowledge and guidance of other people, it really helps you because it's something new. And when other people go through something and they learn from it, they come to you and teach you the same thing so that you don't go through the same problems. And that really helps you to keep going. Another thing is accountability. You know, when you have people around you and you see what they are doing and the encouragement they give you, but when you know that you are accountable to somebody, it helps you to remain consistent, do the things that you need to do. And with that, you grow together. Because if you know that somebody else is watching you, somebody else will ask you whether you have done something, it makes you being consistent and do the things, do research, because you need also somebody else needs to learn from you, not you always learn from somebody else. So that keeps you accountable to work on your business. Another thing is collaboration and networking. You know, when you have other people around you, you reach out to people, people reach out to you, you learn from other people and other people learn from you, and you share ideas, you brainstorm things, and something that you haven't yet discovered, other people come to you and they teach you how to navigate certain things. You know, just this morning we had our global Zoom where people come, they share their information, and we all grow together because that is what a community does. We all have the same goal before us, and we are a community of with like-minded people. So you don't want anybody to be left behind. You want everybody to learn, and that is the beauty of this community. And another thing is faith and purpose aligned. You know, we all rely so much on our faith because nothing in your life will happen without believing in what you are doing and applying your faith that whatsoever I ask, I will receive. And just being in a community where everybody is relying so much on faith that whatsoever you ask, you will receive. And if you develop that mindset of believing and also just believing in yourself, because each and every one in this business, they believe in themselves that they can do this. And if somebody else can do it, you can do it too. And that grow your faith in yourself and in what you are doing. If other people can do it and you believe it, you can do it too. So that is, for me, the importance of a community around me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Janetta. I think you covered a lot of good things, right? It's it's molded the training, right? Because you can get training everywhere, but when you have someone who really share their story, someone you can ask like, hey, do I do this right, or what I'm doing wrong? It's like, hey, can you guide me, can you help me? Or someone who's just sharing their story and it's like, oh, okay, so maybe I don't have such a bad day, when you hear someone's story which is maybe much harder than what you thought is the worst of your day. So there are so many, things that you can learn from having a community, having some personal connections. And we keep saying that, right? A lot of us never met face to face, but you feel like such a strong connection. And actually, just before going live, I was talking with Vida that we'll meet in June for our convention, and she was like, "Oh, I cannot wait to hug you!" Right? So it's like we meet online, we talk, we feel such a strong connection. So when you finally meet face to face, you feel like, hey, it's a friend long, that you didn't see a long time. You don't feel like it's a total stranger, and you see it for the first time. So that's what being part of a strong community of women. But we have men, we have couples, right? It's mostly women, and you can see on our live we have mostly women here. We do have some men from time to time, but it's like-minded people, right? Regardless of the color of the skin, the place where you're coming for, the gender, or whatever you believe in. As Janetta said, if you believe in something, in yourself, in your journey, in God, in the universe, you can find in this community, and it's a huge community, you can find even the smaller group that maybe is exactly through your faith or your background. So you have the big community and you have smaller groups. So definitely a lot of good things that you can benefit, and also you can give back, right? Being part of a community. And we mentioned this, that we all get, when we started this business, you get a mentor, you get a coach. So Rita, if I ask you to talk a bit about the mentorship, right? How is the mentorship important in this business? And was it important for you, and why, if you can share with us?
Thank you so much, Ms. Dana. Thank you for this great question. Well, it's important because, like a baby, when a baby is walking, the mom is always there to hold his or her hands, okay, to guide her, or to guide him or her on how he can make a step so that he or she will not fall. Okay, so that is how this mentorship in this business is all about. So we need that. When I first came into this business, my coaches, I am so blessed always. My coaches, they were all there to show me, hey, Rita, whenever they see something that is not okay with my post, they are there to mentor me, to tell me, hey, Rita, don't do this, because this, and this might stop you, might ban you. Facebook might ban you to do this. So they are there to show me the way. Most of the time, we take this in a negative way, but at the end of the day, we realize that it's just to grow our business. So this is why we always ask in our business, in as much as you are coachable, okay, and then you are not going to lose sight from this business. So in my own experience, it was so important for me. That growth of mentorship by my coaches, they taught me on what to do, or on what to say whenever I go live. Even they even taught me that maybe if I'm going live, people will be thinking, do I have to be doing this or not? Do I have to be doing this all the time? So it's like they were giving me the guidelines on how to be better in my business. So it's very, very important. It's not that they are there to not show me the right way. They are only there to show me the right way, because they are my coaches, right? They have to show you that, oh, this one, I want you to do it in a better way. If I'm doing it the wrong way, they will also correct me. They will also tell me, hey, Rita, do it this way, until they realize that, yes, I can stand on my own. And they stop disturbing, they stop telling me, not that they are disturbing, they are not disturbing. They stop giving me that nuggets all the time, because they knew that I'm following the nuggets that they are giving to me. So mentorship is very important. Mentorship is good, and this is the beauty of this business. Which business do you have if you do not have any mentorship? Just like Miss Janet said, in his first business, there was nothing, nobody that could help him, that could show her, that could help her, to show her the way. But in this business, we have everything. Not only the mentorship, not only the coaching, the coaches that I have, the also community that will build ourselves, not only ourselves, our business as well to grow higher and higher. Back to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita. Yes, definitely. I love how you put it. The mentor is like a mom, right? You have a whole family raising the kid, but you have someone who's maybe watching a bit closer and you can ask all the silly questions. Or sometimes they may nudge you even if you don't ask questions or help. It's like, hey, I've seen this. Do you maybe you want to try this or you want to try this? Or hey, look what I learned, maybe, right? So it's so important to having a mentor, I think, in anything you do in life. And if those people watching us, if you don't have a mentor in any area of your life, I encourage you to look for someone. It could be someone, it doesn't have to, you know how they say, it doesn't have to be someone who knows everything. No one knows everything, but if it knows a bit more than you and can help you in certain area of your life, definitely. And sometimes the mentor can be your best friend too, right? It can be someone who you can talk about all kind of things and support each other, right? It doesn't have to be, or it shouldn't be only one way, right? Like, yeah, your mentor, it keep helping you every time. And sometimes you can go back to the mentor and help them also, or, suggest something back, because we all learn here, right? No one knows everything. And that's what we say in this business. In order to start, you need to be coachable. You need to be open-minded to learn, right? Because if you come in this business with the attitude that, oh, I know what I'm doing, I don't need anyone to tell me anything, yes, you can be successful too. But you know how they say, if you go alone, you can go fast. But if you want to go long term, you need to go together as part of a team, right? So if you try to be, a lonely ranger, it may work for you for a while, but this will not work for long term, right? So that's why having a community and giving this back to the community, this relationship of collaboration, it's always more important and it's more sustainable for long term. And talking about collaboration, Michael, how does collaboration impact its success in your business?
Yes, that's a very, very great question, and it is really that word is really very a common word in our type of business because we pride ourselves of having this global online business, and through collaborating with other business owners, like what we are doing right now, this is a collaboration. This just builds that legitimacy and credibility of what we are talking about. That this is a global business collaborating with other business owners from different cultures, like what we're doing every weekend, is just one of the proof that yes, we are, and that builds that if every time I share to my specific culture, uh, that builds that builds that trust, right? That yes, we are talking the truth, right? So that's a proof of what we are, sharing, what we've been, talking about every time we go live on the weekends. And because of that, uh, the growth of our business is really, it's the growth is we achieve growth and success because of collaborating with fellow business owners, and especially with what Sis Janet said. you know when you start a business, like, you don't have that much success to leverage on, but collaborating with fellow business owners who've been who started the business way before you are able to leverage on their successes, right? Sharing, like, we do interviews, right? I always do interview, and then even in our bigger community, we build mini groups of that we share the same values, the same interests, and especially with our the same culture. Because, like, for me, that's why I put here, aside from being a Filipino, I'm also a Bisaya, so that's a small region in the Philippines. So we have our weekly Bisaya group lives as well, that we share the same culture, and we share common pain points and common whatever we have to talk about, that we share with each other, right? So that's collaborating on a small scale. Aside from this, collaboration on a bigger scale in our community. So this really helps because we expand our reach, and then we're able to, like, for example, I may have Filipinos or Bisaya in where Rita is in Spain, right? I know some, like, fellow Bisaya in Spain, and oh, so we are global. So that just really gives us proof, that oh, this business is legitimate and credible because these people, these lovely people here, are showing their faces, and what we're telling is, is true, right? And also leveraging other success of those successful people who was, paved our pathway. Then we just follow them, and also, yeah, the global nature. So yeah, that's really what I can take from collaborating with other business owners, and this has given me that deep meaningful impact and trust in the audience that I'm trying to share the business with. So yeah, that's all I can share. Dana, back to you.
Thank you, Mecca. Definitely collaboration, right? Sharing, giving back, getting something, giving back, and collaboration at different levels. And uh, definitely, as you mentioned, right, we are a global community, so that's adding an extra point in there. And Kim, if I'll ask you, how is being part of a global community different than maybe having maybe a local community? Because some people say like, yeah, local, right, you get to meet face to face, which is good. But how is being part of a global community important for you?
Well, I mean, everyone knows in today's fast-paced environment, being part of a global community is very important, right? It's not just about where you live, it's about who you connect with and learn from. So when you're kind of surrounded yourself with like-minded people from like different background, different culture, and different experience, you gain that knowledge, that support, and you get inspired, right? Because you wouldn't have that type of collaboration when you're kind of working by yourself. Different culture, different background have different ideas, different perspective that you can learn from. So that's the part of being global instead of just local. Because when you are local and then you just surrounded yourself by such a small group of people, and usually people like tend to go to their own culture. So you're not really learning anything because you're part of that culture already. You know the pain point, just like Mako said, right? You know the point of your own people. So there's nothing to kind of go beyond that. So yeah, so that's part of it. And also, when you work with a lot of like-minded people, like, those people understand your struggle, like celebrate your wins and just pushing you moving forward, because they are sharing exactly the same goals as you. Everyone wants freedom here, right? Everyone wants to retire early. So we are working towards that ultimate goal. So that's why being globally in a community like this is helping you to move forward, right? And also another thing that I want to mention, being part of the global digital community, is that no matter where you are or what time it is, help is always available. For example, I'm in Canada, right? And there's time where I was completely stuck because I mean, you have bugs here, bugs there, and then sometimes you're stuck, right? So facing those issues that I didn't really know how to resolve, plus I'm a night owl, right? Which everyone knows. I work very late at night. That's my time because I'm 100% focused. So most of my business partner in North America were already asleep. So, but my amazing partner from the other side of the world were awake and ready to help. So that's where I got the support from, right? So this kind of support, like teamwork and cooperation, doesn't exist in the corporate world where I used to come from. In traditional jobs, right, you're often left to kind of figure out things out on your own. But in this online space, we lift each other up. So share the solution and just grow together. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Oh, yes. I think you touch a lot of good points, but if I wanted to kind of emphasize on two things that also relate to and I liked about being global, right? and it's kind of a bit on different sides. One is you get very different perspective, right? So locally, I may not have friends with all these different backgrounds that I can have in here, right? Like I don't have anyone who speak Afrikaans, and I love the the way Janetta speaks, right? So you get all this perspective from from languages, culture. So you learn a lot from very different perspective, which may be very hard if you keep it local, right? Like and then the other side is if I really want to talk with Romanians, I may not know too many Romanians local here, but I can reach out to Romanians all over the world through this right platform, and I can find my own. So depending if you want a different perspective or if you want to reach your people on different parts of the world, having a global community is going to help you on both of these. And then not to mention, as you said, right, the fact that at 2 a.m. maybe other people local sleep, but you'll find someone on the other side of the world who's just morning for them and they are ready to help you. So definitely being global, it's helping in so many ways. And talking about learning from each other and someone having, being there to answer a question at 2 a.m. or 5 a.m., how did, learning from others help you, Vida? Can you share with us?
Thank you so much, Miss Dana. Learning from others can significantly accelerate your progress by providing new perspective, insight, and shortcut that would otherwise take much longer for you to know. Yeah, maybe something that you would have taken long time to know. Just today, the training that we had for the 6A and beyond, we have learned a lot. Something that I wouldn't have known maybe by myself. I wouldn't even know that that thing exists. But through learning from others, I have learned a lot. So that is one of the good things that learning from others is. And it helps us to avoid mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially those who are already in the business. Some of them have made mistakes. And they use that mistake to teach us to also help us to prevent us from making that the same mistakes. Some say, oh, I joined the business, but I didn't go through the training. And this way, any newcomer that is in the business will start going through the training. Because the person have already know that because he didn't go for that training, that one have set him or her back to succeed earlier. So that way it's help us to prevent mistakes. It also help us to expand knowledge, because those who are already in the business they are expert. Especially our Wednesday mastermind that we go, people come and share their ideas. Some are in the business for a number of years. They know what is in there, where to go and succeed. They use that knowledge to share with those of us who are beginners to learn quick and succeed. If you are ready to learn and grow. So it helps us to expand our knowledge through that. And it's one of the things that also help us is those who have succeed. When they share their story, it inspires, it motivates those of us who have not succeeded to keep going. Especially the Wednesday when you go and listen to that 6A journey. Even if you were discouraged to move on to do something, it will help you to sit down and think of your why. Why do I join this business? What will I do and also succeed like this person? So it's helped us to also move on and succeed and stop sitting on our comfort zone. Get up and move forward. So it helped us a lot to they inspired every week. They keep motivating us to keep moving forward, to learn. And those people who have learned, we learn from open-minded people. Like we are here today. We are all from different backgrounds, different countries. We come together to share our knowledge. This one will bring the idea. So we learn from each other to what? It's not only about this business, for our personal what? Growth and development. When we learn from each other. So that is what I have for you. I have a lot. I don't want to talk much today.
Thank you, Vida. Definitely, right? If you want a shortcut for success, the
Yes.
shortcut could be learning from others who already done it, right? That will be the fastest way. And then, of course, adjust this to your own journey.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone. We talked, I think we touch a lot of points today about how being part of a community can be a game changer in your business, right? From having someone to motivate, someone to cheer up for you, having a mentor who help avoid some, costly mistakes, or and then of course collaboration, expanding networking, new opportunities, and having someone who work before on there, so you just can walk in their uh, footprints or follow their footprints. Is definitely just a couple of the things that we touch on today about community. So if you want, for those of you watching us, if you want to be part of a community of like-minded people, of strong women who try to do it all, and they are juggling many things, then join our free info session on all our pages. Reach out to us. We are here to guide you, to support you, and it's like a ripple effect. If we help you, you'll help someone else. We've been helped when we started too. So maybe the challenge for today: reach out to someone and offer them support, offer them encouragement. Start that ripple effect that will, build a stronger community. And thank you, ladies, for joining me this morning. I hope to see you soon. Next Saturday topic will answer questions about this digital business. So for those of you watching us, definitely send your questions. We'll try to pick the top questions and we'll talk about next Saturday. And until then, thank you and have an amazing weekend.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
luck,
you.
everybody.